I am so grateful you are here. Thank you for joining us on this longest day of the year, summer solstice. We knew when the temperatures were rising that we should come up with a new plan. So this time we are doing this so that you can watch and participate wherever it's comfortable and at your own pace. So thank you for joining us tonight. It's really going to be a special evening. I want to thank my excellent videographer and musician, Lori and Jeff Holland, who have joined us tonight. It is going to be amazing, so thank you. Ron will not be joining us tonight. He is with his mother in Florida, and I ask for all of us to keep them in our thoughts and prayers. Ron's mother is almost 104, and we think that she is making her transition, and Ron is there with her now. So we hold them in our thoughts and prayers. And I also want to ask for all of us to hold a special person to Dawn in your prayers. Eddie, our neighbor at the property. He died a couple weeks ago, and he was such a supporter of what we are doing and such a dear, dear man. And we hold his wife and his loved ones in our prayers. And one other sad note, Jane, as many of you know from the Passion Test, and she has been with us from the very beginning with Dawn. Her dear, she calls him her baby, Toby, after 14 years, he had to be put to sleep. So she is mourning this sweet, sweet dog of hers, and so please keep Jane and Jackie in your thoughts and prayers. So we are here tonight to take a moment to pause and to honor this unique day, this longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. You know, we are joining ancient cultures from all around the globe that have been honoring this change of seasons as part of their way of being. That, as I say, has been done by all cultures for centuries. It's actually only our culture in this technological age where we have gotten out of this awareness of these, taking the time to stop, to pause, and to drop into this time where we say that we are a part of all that is. You know, this earth provides us with everything that we need: food, clothing, shelter, and it is the seasons that we are a part of and finally attuned to. This is the day that is understood to be where the sun and the daytime is the longest. From this day forward, the days are going to be shortening. That affects our growing season, it affects our weather, it affects so much of our lives. So by taking this time to honor this unique time, we are part of the rhythm of nature, and it also allows us to begin to listen more deeply to what is essential to not only our personal well-being, but for the well-being of this entire planet. So thank you for being here. Let me tell you a little bit about what we have planned tonight. I'll begin with a prayer as we start this special time, and then we will be creating a sacred space by calling in the 4 directions. This is an opportunity for us to acknowledge the 4 elements as well as the 4 cardinal directions, and you'll see how I bring that into being. I'd encourage you to do that with me wherever you are, and maybe you have your own way of doing that, and I welcome you to do that, creating your own sacred space wherever you are. If this is the first time for you to see something like this, then you might want to take notes and see if this is something you'd like to add to your repertoire of ways of tuning in deeply to the earth. After the calling in the 4 directions and creating this sacred space, we will be offering our despacho, which hopefully you have gotten the information about that. And if you have prepared a prayer bundle or a despacho, you may want to get that, because we will be offering that as our prayers to the fire tonight. And then finally we'll do, through that meditation and through that prayer, we're going to have a time of just deep introspection, contemplation, while Jeff allows us to move with the music into a deeper and more silent place. And then we'll close and bid each other adieu. So that's our plan for this evening, and we look forward to moving with you in this time and space. To the heavens and stars above, to those ancestors who have walked this earth before us, especially Yogananda, Peace Pilgrim, Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Black Elk, Eva Maul, John Muir, John O'Donoghue, all of my guides, ancestors, loved ones who have walked this earth before me and are here to guide me, I call upon you now. Please join us now. And the ancestors of all those watching, I call upon you, join us in this sacred circle. In the east, the place of the rising sun and new beginnings. It is here that we celebrate the element air. Air, we love you. Please forgive us for the ways we have polluted you, used you, ignored you. Air, we are so sorry. We thank you for the ways that you are our very lifeblood. Here in the east, we call upon Archangel Raphael, the angel of healing. Bring us your healing balm. And it is here that I call upon the grandmothers of the east, Amabambu, Searing, Bernadette. Thank you for the work you do in this world. Thank you for joining us now. We turn to the winds of the south. To the winds of the south, where we honor the element fire. Fire in your transformative power, where the flames engulf and destroy everything in its path, leaving ashes for the phoenix to rise again. To the winds of the south, we call upon Archangel Michael. Reach down with your mighty sword. Pierce through our illusions. Give us courage, strength, and wisdom. And to the grandmothers of the South, Flor de Mayo, Mona, Maria Lisi, Clara, Julieta, you who do such powerful work with the plants and the plant spirit medicine, we thank you. We thank you for joining us now. To the winds of the west, and the setting sun. Because here we honor water. Water from your raindrops to the rivers, to the lakes, to the ocean. Water, we love you. Please forgive us for the ways we have used you, polluted you, spilled oil on you, caused you to be dried up. Water, we love you. Please forgive us. We thank you. It is here that we call upon Archangel Gabriel, the messenger. Bring us your clear and concise messages today. And to the grandmothers of the West, Aggie, Rita, Beatrice, Red Spider Woman, thank you for the work you do with those who are addicted and those who love those who are addicted. We thank you for joining us now. To the winds of the north, where we honor the earth. Earth, we love you. Your crystal caves, your mountains, your shorelines, your forests, your deserts. Earth, we are so sorry for the ways we have clear-cut you, fracked you, polluted you, ignored you. Please forgive us. We thank you. And here we offer and call upon Archangel Uriel, the angel of the earth. Draw near. And the grandmothers of the north, Rita, Sylvia, Jyoti. Thank you for the work you do in this world. Thank you for joining us now. And finally, we acknowledge this present moment and the earth below us with all the other two-leggeds and four-leggeds and creepy-crawlies, the winged ones, the standing people, and the stone people. As we declare that we are one with God, we are divinely protected by the light of our being. And we now close off this circle and all to our one God self in consciousness now and forevermore. Thank you, God, and so it is. So creating a sacred space is all about intention. I'll show you what I do, but again, I encourage you to find your own way and your own, that which makes the most sense to you. I use some sage. That is a classic thing that's used by Native Americans and really, honestly, people all over the world. It's actually been shown by scientists that it does clear bacteria from an area for up to 24 hours. So I burn some sage, and I have my fan that's been given to me as a gift, and that makes it something that brings a specialness and a quality all our own to it. And I take time to bring in the elements at each of the four cardinal directions, and then I also call in the angels. That's my way of doing it. And I also include the 13 indigenous grandmothers. They were my teachers. These were, as I like to say, my goodness, probably the most disenfranchised group you could bring together. Elders, women, and indigenous. And they came together in 2004 for the first time, many of them traveling to the New York for the first time traveling outside of their home place ever, and with the intention of ringing the alarm that our earth was in danger and we need to listen. They've been my teachers, and I like to honor each one of them from the places that they come from. They come from, in the east, Nepal, Tibet, Africa, in the south, Central and South America, in the north, or in the west, in North America, and up all the way to the Arctic and into Europe. And so I honor them by calling them out by name. I must say that by now, we've lost about half of them, and I trust that they are still with us as we celebrate here and continue their teachings in this way. So I'd like to share with you an Ute prayer for the earth. Earth, teach me stillness as the grasses are still with light. Earth, teach me suffering as old stones suffer with memory. Earth, teach me humility as blossoms are humble with beginning. Earth, teach me caring as the mother who secures her young. Earth, teach me courage as the tree which stands all alone. Earth, teach me limitation as the ant which crawls on the ground. Earth, teach me freedom as the eagle which soars in the sky. Earth, teach me resignation as the leaves which die in the fall. Earth, teach me regeneration as the seed which rises in the spring. Earth, teach me to forget myself as melted snow forgets its life. Earth, teach me to remember kindness as dry fields weep with rain. Is the time that we offer our prayer bundle. This is this beautiful bundle that I have put together. Took me quite a while. I have blown in prayers for my loved ones, for our retreat center, for our earth, for all of those who are in need. There are prayers of gratitude for our food, for our water, for our air, for all of the blessings that we have in this earth. Prayers for this movement now into the shortening of the days and into the harvest season. Prayers for all those who are voiceless. Prayers for those in need. Prayers for those who love. Prayers for those who are with us now. fire now, this to the fire. Feather by Mark Nepo. He sat quietly as his father went silent. Sometimes his father would look off far, and the shape of his eyes would sag, and he knew his father was carrying things that burn where no one can speak. It was then that the feather appeared. He tried to guess if it was a hawk or a crow maybe a heron. But his father said, "It doesn't matter from which flying thing it comes. What matters is that it carries us back and forth into the life above and the life below." His father held the feather as if it were his own. It carries us into sky life and ground life until we both are home. His father placed the feather in his hands. Anything that connects above and below is such a feather. The quiet is such a feather. Pain is such a feather. Friendship is such a feather. The things that burn where no one can speak is such a feather. You are such a feather. Good night, my beloveds. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And as I always like to conclude, Amen, Ashe, Aho, Namaste. Happy summer solstice. It tightened up quick.